state funds on that trip to Argentina, cleared on that, but a lot of his current troubles stem from that, right?
Absolutely. That's how it all begins. That's how it always begins. When you look at a lot of other governors, you know, Spitzer, McGreevey, those names are sort of associated with allegations of illegal conduct. Two governors that left their jobs rather quickly after all this was discovered. In this case, Sanford is simply a law enforcement. He's actually got an investigation, but it's not about illegality, Anderson.
Actually, what this is about, Anderson, is a man who very publicly came out, gave this news conference, the kind of which we have seen in so many of these cases, and said, I'm sorry, this is the wrong thing to do, I've hurt all these people. And at the time, he had a fairly good base of support. I talked to Republicans right after that first news conference, you played a little part of it, and they said, okay, people make mistakes, he came out, he said all the right things now, and they thought he was going to go back to his wife, they're married, he's going to get on with governorship. The next day he goes out and he gives this interview to the Associated Press, refers to this woman in Argentina as his soulmate, says that he was trying to fall back in love with her, and his friends went crazy. And they went to him and they said it was almost like talking to a brick wall, that he did not understand the political implications of what had happened, that all his response to that was, you have to understand this is a love story. So from there, he began to lose his Republican supporters. He had already begun to lose his Democratic supporters. Public support fell off, and there was not enough to force him out of office. And then it begins. It's the hypocrisy thing. Well, you say you're saving money, but you're using all these expensive flights. So it stemmed from what he refers to as this love story, which got into other aspects which wouldn't ordinarily have been looked at had it not been for this affair with this woman and this flight down to Argentina.
The other thing is Mrs. Sanford has acted kind of unlike a lot of politicians' wives, just kind of not standing there silently next to her man. She's kind of gotten a lot of love and gotten a lot of strength.
She has to be ready to also stay tuned for next year, and that's you're exactly right. We've seen several kinds of templates here. We saw with First Lady, that First Lady.
क्या बुखार आ रही है बुखार आ रही दवाखाना में किधर कल अच्छा था ना
She left the governor's mansion. She went